Have you ever felt it? You begin a journey of self-improvement. You start waking up earlier, reading more, controlling your temper, taking responsibility for your life. You begin to cultivate an inner strength, a quiet confidence. And then a strange and painful thing happens. The people you expected to celebrate your growth, friends, family, colleagues, don't. Instead, you're met with subtle mockery, passive aggression, or even open resentment. What if your newfound strength feels like an attack to them? The title of this video is provocative, but it points to a profound truth about human nature and the dark side of personal growth. The Stoics understood that the path to virtue is a path of friction. When you develop true Stoic power, you will inevitably disturb those who have grown comfortable in their weakness. This video will explore the three fundamental aspects of Stoic power that are often misinterpreted and resented by those who operate from a place of weakness. And let's be very clear, when we say weak, we are not judging a person's worth. We are describing a mindset, one that relies on excuses, emotional reactivity, and external validation. A mindset we can all fall into. This is not about them, it's about understanding their reaction so you can continue your journey undisturbed. Before we begin, go to the comments and write one word that describes your ultimate goal for this journey of self-improvement. Is it peace, strength, or freedom? Let's begin. Power. 1. The power of self-reliance, which they mistake for arrogance. The very foundation of Stoic power is the creation of what the philosophers called the inner citadel. This is the development of a mind that finds its validation, its purpose, and its tranquility from within. The Stoics' self-worth is anchored to their own character and their commitment to living virtuously. They are not overly excited by praise, nor are they crushed by criticism. This internal center of gravity makes them incredibly stable and self-reliant. They do not need others to feel whole. To a mind that operates from a place of weakness, this is incomprehensible and deeply threatening. A weak mindset is, by its nature, externally dependent. It functions like a satellite, needing a constant signal from others to know its own position and worth. It craves validation, needs agreement to feel correct, and uses the approval of the crowd as its primary fuel. When this mindset encounters a Stoic's self-reliance, it can't find any of the usual emotional levers to pull. It can't manipulate you with guilt, flatter you into submission, or intimidate you with disapproval. Your independence feels like a personal rejection of their entire way of life. Because they cannot understand your internal source of strength, they project their own reality onto you. They don't see your calm self-possession as a sign of inner work. They see it as cold, aloof arrogance. They think, who does this person think they are, not needing our approval? They must think they are better than us. Your peace is misinterpreted as a statement of superiority. As Epictetus taught, we must pay attention to our own reasoned choices and be indifferent to everything else. This indifference is the bedrock of your strength, but for those who live and die by the opinions of others, it looks like contempt. The correct response is not to apologize for your strength or to pretend to be weaker to make them comfortable. The Stoic path is to continue cultivating your self-reliance while also practicing the virtue of kindness. You can be a fortress on the inside and still be a source of warmth and support to others. Let your actions show that your self-reliance isn't about looking down on them, but about being a stable and reliable presence, precisely because you are not easily shaken by the winds of their judgment. Power 2. The power of emotional neutrality, which they mistake for apathy. A Stoic is not an emotionless robot. They feel anger, sadness, and fear just like anyone else. The difference is that they do not indulge in destructive emotions. They practice the discipline of observing their feelings without being enslaved by them. Crucially, they refuse to participate in the cheap, addictive social rituals of shared outrage, gossip, and complaining. They analyze situations with a calm and rational eye, separating the objective event from their subjective emotional story about it. To a mind that thrives on emotional drama, your neutrality is maddening. For many, shared negative emotions are the primary currency of social bonding. People gather to complain about their boss, to share their outrage about the news, to gossip about a mutual acquaintance. These rituals create a false sense of connection, a tribe built on shared victimhood. When you, the aspiring Stoic, are present in these situations and refuse to participate, you are breaking the social contract. You are declining to trade in their currency. Your refusal to join the chorus of complaint is not seen as a sign of mental discipline, but as a sign that you don't care. Your calm in a crisis feels like an invalidation of their panic. They think, "Why aren't you as upset as we are? Don't you understand how serious this is? You must be apathetic or naive." Your tranquility is a silent challenge to their narrative that the situation requires an emotional meltdown. It suggests that their reaction is a choice, not an inevitability, and that is a deeply uncomfortable thought. The Stoic response here is not to lecture them on the corrosive nature of gossip or the futility of outrage. As Marcus Aurelius would advise, waste no time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Simply embody a different way. You can show empathy for their feelings. I understand that this is frustrating for you, without adopting their emotional state. Over time, your calm consistency becomes a quiet lesson in itself. You protect your peace while refusing to swim in their poison. Power 3. The power of radical accountability, which they mistake for judgment. The engine of the Stoic operating system is the dichotomy of control, which is the ultimate tool of personal accountability. The Stoic takes absolute ownership of everything within their sphere of control, their thoughts, their actions, their judgments, and their responses. They do not blame other people, the economy, their past or fate for their failures or their inner state. They accept what is outside their control and work relentlessly on what is within it. To a weak mindset, which is built upon a foundation of blame and excuses, your radical accountability is the greatest threat of all. The narrative of weakness is a narrative of powerlessness. I can't succeed because of my boss. I'm unhappy because of my upbringing. My life is hard because of the government. It's a worldview where life is always happening to them. When you appear in their life, facing similar or even greater challenges, and you refuse to make excuses, you become a living, breathing refutation of their entire identity. Your success is not an inspiration to them. It is a mirror that exposes their own inaction. Your discipline is not a motivator. It's a silent judgment on their lack of it. Every time you take responsibility for a mistake instead of blaming someone else, you are showing them a path they are too afraid to take. They don't hate you. They hate what you represent. You represent the terrifying possibility that they too are responsible for their own lives and that their suffering might just be a choice. The practical path forward is to never preach your philosophy, just live it. Own your mistakes, openly and without drama. When you face a setback, let them see you focus on solutions, not on blame. Your example is the most powerful statement you can make. It will inspire the few who are ready to be inspired, and it will threaten the many who are not. That is not your concern. Your concern is only to live by your principles. If you feel this friction in your life, take heart. The resentment of others is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is often the loudest confirmation that you are doing something profoundly right. You are evolving, and this evolution is creating a dissonance between who you are becoming and who they are comfortable with you being. Do not let their discomfort derail your journey. As you cultivate the Stoic powers of self-reliance, emotional neutrality, and radical accountability, you will find that your social circle may change. Some will be left behind, while others, inspired by your light, will rise to meet you. The path of the Stoic is not about being liked by everyone. It is about earning your own self-respect. When you begin to shine a light, you will inevitably disturb those who have grown comfortable in the dark. Do not dim your light to accommodate them. Let it shine. It is a beacon for others who are also seeking the way, and a nuisance only to those who prefer to remain lost. Now go back to your comment: peace, strength, or freedom. Reply to it with this declaration: I will not dim my light. It is your commitment to your path, regardless of the reaction. If this video gave you the clarity to continue your journey, subscribe to the channel.